Hello everyone, this is what I call the Ferris wheel activity. It's designed to introduce the periodic function and at a higher level of math the sine and cosine function. This is what the students will see when they first access a link that you will provide them in your classroom. I have clicked on both of these boxes, but I'm going to unclick them just for a moment because this is what they're going to see when they come into the activity. The dynamic piece that moves around and changes its coordinates is the car of the Ferris wheel. Okay? They're going to see in the top left-hand corner this little box that they can click to see the instructions of the assignment, which of course, you can cater to your needs and change whenever you like. This box right here, that they're not necessarily going to notice right away, offers them the circle split into angles. It's going to be helpful when they start to deal with the car moving at a constant speed when they want to decide where the time increments are going to leave the car. The PDF document that Audrey McGoldrick designed to go with this activity looks like this. It's a chart wherein the students are going to fill out the height of the car in relationship to the time, and on the second page of the document they're going to build a graph out of this information. The third and fourth pages of this document are going to be the height, or rather the distance in relationship to the wall. Let's show you this one more time. The wall is over here, and it's going to give you a graph that looks like this, where you can graph the information. I'm sure that she's setting this up in such a way that she can talk about the sine and the cosine shape and where they cross the y-axis, or their initial value. I want to go through this assignment and discuss whether it's a quality assignment or not based upon the checklist that we've included on this website. The first question we ask is, does the activity have a low floor for entry and a high ceiling for exit? This activity is great in this way because the worksheet looks very simple. There's one dynamic part, which is the car, and the instructions are straightforward once they appear. The high ceiling for exit is not necessarily built into this activity. There's not really an analysis of the curve that results from the car's movement, but it would appear that this is a discovery-based introductory activity, and it would lead into a more in-depth discussion in the classroom. The second question is, does the activity involve progressive disclosure? Right away, when the worksheet is opened, it's nice that the written instructions have to be clicked on. If I were going to make use of this task, I would have the students experiment with the radius and with the speed of the car, as Audrey mentions that she would do in her blog post. Again, because the author provides so much information about using this tool in her blog, I know that the activity did involve effective teaching. The third and the fifth items on my checklist are, does the activity involve prediction, and is the student set up to become perplexed? I mention these two things together because at first glance there are aspects that are missing from this task. I think things like this can be accomplished by showing a real image or a video, and with the presentation of a context that's funny or significant in the student's eyes. If I were to use this in my classroom, I would show a picture or video of perhaps somebody getting stuck on a Ferris wheel and tell my students that the chances of survival when jumping off a Ferris wheel decrease 10% per meter. Perhaps this is a little bit morbid. It'll just be a matter of opinion whether you want to use it, but I feel like it would get their attention and give them something that's a little bit morbid, a little bit funny, a little bit interesting to build from when they're trying to investigate this using the tool. Please check out the next video and I will go through the rest of the checklist.